Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosek TV. Again, another COVID pandemic ready to destroy the world population. For much of the pandemic, images of overflowing hospitals and busy funeral homes from the United States have featured heavily on China's state-controlled television, where the deaths of over 1 million Americans from COVID is depicted as a gross falling of Western democracy. Now, as an unprecedented wave of infections rips through China, its state media is deliberately ignoring senses of crowded hospitals, wards, and packed crematoriums unfolding at home, while officials insist that by the government's own count, few people are dying of COVID. For nearly 3 years, China's hardline zero COVID policy shielded its population from the kind of mass death that haunted Western nation. A contrast repeatedly driven home by the Communist Party to illustrate the supposed superiority of its rule. But as China abruptly abandoned that strategy with little warning or apparent preparation, the prospect of surging deaths, projected by some studies to be as high as 1 million, had become a thorny issue for a government that stacked its legitimacy on saving lives. Officially, China reported only 8 COVID deaths this month, a strangely low figures given the rapid spread of the virus and the relatively low vaccine boosters rates among the vulnerable elderly. The official tally has been made with disbelief and ridicule online, where posts mourning loved ones dying of COVID abandoned. Caixin, a Chinese financial magazine known for its investigative pieces, reported on the deaths of 2 veteran state media journalists infected with COVID on days the official toll stood at 0. Other social media posts have described the frustration experienced by many in attempting to obtain a hearse and the difficulty of securing a slot of cremation at a funeral home. When reporter visited a major crematorium in Beijing on Tuesday, the parking lot was completely packed with a long line of cars snacking around the cremation area, waiting to get in. Smoke billowed constantly from the furnaces, while yellow body bags piled half inside metal containers. Grieving family members waiting in the line, clutching photos on the deceased. Some told to the reporter they had been waiting for more than a day to cremate their loved ones who died after contracting COVID. One man told to the reporter the hospital where his friends passed away was too full to keep the body because so many people had died there. His friend's body was left on the hospital floor, he said. In the nearby shops selling funerary items, a florist said she was running out of stock, and convenience store owner said business had never been so busy. In many parts of the country, crematoriums are struggling to keep up with an influx of bodies too, according to social media footage. Outside a Beijing hospitals designated for COVID patients, a steady stream of elderly patients in wheelchairs entered the facility when reporter visited on Tuesday. A man outside the hospital said space is running out and he had to go the night before to register his elderly family member for a bay. A Hajamat-suited worker who was sorting through yellow bags of medical waste said he had been working extra hours in the evening to deal with the surge of COVID patients. There is a lot of old people, particularly, he said, elderly COVID patients with underlying conditions were dying every day, the worker said. Begin the report, Fosek TV.